All right, guys, welcome to our live. Um, let's see here. Welcome. Monday Night Live. um, we're streaming here on YouTube, Facebook, and in a second on Instagram. Let me see. Right there. There we go. All right. And we are talking about what's happening here. We're talking about TSA agents deployed at airports in the United States, and people are actually being detained. So we have a lot of questions from people about that. What do you think about this ICE thing going on? Hey, Daniel, Dina, good to see you. See you guys. I don't know what's happening with TikTok right now because I can't. Let me see here. I don't know why my screen is black. Let's see here. All right, we've got a bit of technical difficulties. Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, Sophia. Yeah, I know exactly. So people are asking about this. So we are trying to figure out. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Our TikTok thing is dark. Dinesh, can you see me? Let's see. Here we go. Dinesh, you can see me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right. We got our first guest, and anybody who wants to join on YouTube, I'm gonna share the link as well. But Dinesh, let me know what your question is, and let's start with you as our first video guest.
I'm working right now. I'm in my workplace.
All right, no worries. Let's make it quick. Ask your question, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, like I join your live every Monday on this time.
Thank
so
you.
Actually, my question, yes, sir. So actually, I just want to book the consultation, but I want.
You want to do what?
Question is, so I have a Baba.
Yeah. And by the way, Dinesh, if you want to book a consultation, you're watching this on TikTok, I just put the form at the bottom. Use the form.
Yeah, yes, sir. I fill up the form.
Okay, perfect.
I booked the consultation.
You did.
They give me discount. Yeah, they give me discount also. Yeah. Yes, sir. So my question is like I have a Baba pending about almost like three and a half years.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. I just want to 3 years. I never go to my home, so I really have some my mother medication. So I just really want to travel abroad, overseas.
So the only way you can travel, is if you apply for like a travel document. You know, like if you have advance parole, if you qualify for advance parole.
So I have an advance call for 5 years. I never use that.
Okay.
So can I travel now?
If you have a valid advance parole, you can travel. Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it's a risky now because so my case is pending. Like, so I have 6 prima facie determination I received, but I scared to travel. Yeah, that's why I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I understand. But if you have a valid advance parole, you should be able to go. There shouldn't be a problem.
Sir.
Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Of course. Thank you, guys. I mean, obviously, it's risky to travel. As you know, as I mentioned, we're starting the show. Today is Monday. It's the first day that ICE agents are deployed at airports. Um, we have reports from 6 airports where ICE agents have been deployed. We have, I got calls from um, scared clients who are about to board flights on their way to the airports, trying to think about if they should cancel. There was an incident today in Philadelphia where 2 ICE agents literally pulled a person who was waiting in the line. I don't know exactly how they, identify that person or what, but the person was pulled from the line. His suitcase was left. They handcuffed the person, and he was taken into custody. TSA agents are not TSA. ICE agents are not TSA agents. They're not trained to check your for security. So I don't understand really why they're there. But I can tell you that many people had to cancel the flights, lost their tickets. Um, a lot of undocumented immigrants or people with questionable status, they were scared today to go to the airport, and I told people not to go because I mean, think about it. You're in DACA, but your your case is pending, or we have clients who go through the marriage green card process. The cases are pending. ICE agents are scanning people's documents. I don't know what database they have, but it was a scary day to fly today. At least 7 to 9 airports. In San Diego, here we had about 15 ICE agents scattered around the airport. They were not in the terminals in San Diego, but they were in other cities, and it's going to continue the whole week. So if you are about to fly and your status is questionable, I don't think you should go to the airport. It's the easiest way for them to apprehend people, and they literally were taking into custody people for no reason, just because exactly. I don't know exactly what they were doing, but be careful, guys. Once again, if you are, let me see here. Let me put this form here. So the form to get in touch with us on TikTok is right here, guys. Book a consultation from the live. You can do it from the live using the Service Plus app, which is linked at the bottom of the screen. Do it from the live. And if you are here on YouTube, use the WhatsApp number. It is made for you guys only from the live. F1 students are traveling domestic flights. Are they affected? Well, I mean, let's look at this situation. Imagine you are F1 student and you are, traveling, but your I-20 is being renewed, or you don't have a visa in your passport, but you have an I-20, and ICE agents are tapping in the computer, and they don't have the information, and so you'll be detained. So I wouldn't be recommending you to travel until we figure out what they're doing. Oh, thanks, Adina. Appreciate it. You're in Washington. All right, guys. I'm a victim of identity theft. Still trying to sue them. What do I do? I'm worried I won't be allowed back. You should find it. You're the victim here, so you should be okay. Do you mind if you ask how much do you charge if services are requested? Consultations are $150. We start there, and then we'll go from there. It depends on your case. We did talk about it last week. I agree with you. It's weird, yeah. JFK was packed. If your I-20 is valid, you're good. You're good. So check. Check. Drop your questions, and let's see. I think John is here. John?
Hi, Jacob. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Where are you
Good.
calling from today?
I'm calling from Los Angeles, California.
All right. Tell me.
I just have a really quick question, Jacob. I'm married to a U.S. citizen, and I'm trying to prepare Form I-485, and he asked asked this question that if I have ever worked without authorization, I kind of want to be honest about it. But do I also need to disclose which year that I was working illegally, or I don't have to?
No, no. So I tell this to everybody who has, if you file for a green card based on marriage, um, you want to disclose the fact that you worked without authorization, because it's something that is waived. But if you don't disclose it, then they might accuse you of fraud. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So you don't have to tell when. They usually just ask you if you did,
Okay,
and
because
that's
at the
it.
last page they give you like an additional page that you can say more. I guess it's not really needed, huh?
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you mean, but I don't think you should worry about it.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jacob. Appreciate it.
of course. So put here. Um, Remember, guys, if you are applying for a green card and the question is, did you work without authorization? You should always say the truth. And the reason why is because if you don't say the truth, then you can be charged with misrepresentation and fraud. But if you um, um, but if you can't, like I said, if you can admit to this, um, then it's better to tell the truth. Let me see here. Ariel Barbosa trying to get a hold. Um, um, that's not good, Ariel. I mean, I think Juan was trying to get a hold of you, but let's do this. What I want you to do is what I want you to do right now is I want you to um, I'm going to send you don't do WhatsApp. Okay, here's what you're going to do. I want you to call this number, and this number is our main number, and you let them know exactly what happened, and then um, this number, Ariel, call this number, and our agents on the main office number will be able to just leave them the message you just told me here, and then they'll pass it directly to me, and I'll call you back. Okay, I apologize about that, but we'll get you back. I'll call you back tomorrow. All right, if you call right now, leave a message with the main number, then I'll call you back tomorrow. Okay, because I'm going to see the message on my phone. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it, Ariel. All right, guys. How much will the medical documents help T visa? They do help. It depends on what it is. How are the motion to reopen in Texas? Are we seeing any approvals? Across the board, the approvals are pretty good, but they're taking too long. Um, okay, thanks, Ariel. But I want you to call the number right now, the one I just put on the screen here, this one. Call this number right now, and then let them know that you trying to get a hold of me, and they will text me directly. Okay, and I'll call you back. All right, I appreciate it, man. All right. So let's see what else do we have here. We have thanks, Muhammad. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Um, Wallahi, Wallahi, I doesn't think it works. Don't think it works. Let's check. All right. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, Jacob. My name is Jamal. I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, good to see you, Jamal.
Are you hearing me?
Absolutely, I can hear you loud and clear. Clear.
Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. I watched a lot of your videos on YouTube, and
Thank
luckily
you.
today I met you on TikTok. So
Oh, nice. Appreciate it.
thanks.
And there's a good cross reference between, we are live now also on YouTube, but you happen to see us on TikTok, so that's good. What is your question?
Well, my question is actually it's about the business visa, E2 investor visa.
Okay, tell me.
I have submitted all the documents to the embassy in Amsterdam
Okay,
because I'm a Dutch national
okay,
living in Germany currently, and I bought a business in America. I mean, established a business, and well, as you said, the visa cancellation rates is too high. I think, or it's not. I don't know. Maybe you can give me some a little bit
So
information and.
you mean like from your country, the rates? I mean, it depends. It depends on the case, but they're definitely they're more difficult with investors right now. But if you do have a good case and you have your documents in order, I think you should be okay.
Well, I hope so. I did everything. I prepared all the documents myself. I traveled a couple of times to the United States to establish the business, to take the permits and everything. The business is real. I also submit all the documents from Secretary of State to the permits from and everything.
Okay.
Also, the bank statements transfer between the customers and actually everything. But I have a little bit. I'm curious about this cancellation rate, or maybe I don't know. It's just
No, it's not a consideration. I think every case is different, especially at the embassy. I think if you have a good business and you can show the source of your money, then you shouldn't worry about it.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you
if you
very
want,
much.
fill the form that I just pinned at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be able to help you.
Can you help me? Where is the form?
It should be at the bottom of the screen. You see it? You see the form? There's like a form at the bottom. You see it? I think it's like an orange. It has like an orange link, but I see it at the bottom of my screen. Do you see it at yours?
Wait.
You see-
MoMA was no. It's like I have no. Actually, I see a flower, a gift box, and
Yeah, there should be like an orange Service Plus, like a thing like that, and you can click on that one and leave your information there. And if not,
okay.
then you can use the number in my bio. There's a phone number in my bio. You can use it.
I will make a screenshot, and okay, I will make a screenshot.
Okay. Thanks, Atrafi. I appreciate you.
Of course, I will give you.
Okay.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, most people can see the orange link at the bottom. Thank you, Edzeric. All right, let's see. We have a lot of questions here. My son is 20-year-old, but his case is still pending over 2 years. Is it okay to travel with him in the US? In the US, you can travel for sure. With national interest exception, I-130 apply to my family in Egypt. I'm sick, and can I get a doctor note? Yes, it should work. Remember, even if you are from a banned country, you should still be eligible for a national interest exception. Medical, financial, any of these things can help you get that exception. I'm just being patient for now while I wait for my case to become current. Yeah, of course. There's nothing you can do about the visa bulletin, but once your case becomes current, that's when you can expedite it, for sure. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate you. Um, how long does it take to get approved adjustment of status after receiving travel documents? I would say another 3 months. So, typical adjustment of status in the US are taking about a year, 9 months to a year. Okay, guys. So, once again, if you're watching this on WhatsApp, what's up? If you're watching this on um, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the WhatsApp number is on the screen right now. And if you're watching this on Instagram, your questions are: do you think it's a good idea to apply for when you're married to someone who has legal status? Of course, Kimberly is if you're watching this on Instagram, just send me a text. You can send me a DM while you're watching this on Instagram. You can literally do it right now. Let's see here. There we go. How long does it take to get approved your adjustment after receiving the documents? Like I said, a few months. Can I apply for citizenship if I filed I-90 removal, which is still pending? Basically, should I wait for the I-90 approval or file? If you're eligible, you can apply for the N400. You don't have to wait for the I-90 approval. All right, let's see what we have here on TikTok. Our immigration lawyer. Thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my friend.
Can you hear me?
I can. Where are you calling? Where are you calling from today?
I'm from California.
Okay.
My name is Eric. So great news. My G 325A was approved with my 749, the work permit.
Okay, 765. Yeah.
Yes, on the 11th of this month.
Okay.
But I went to the USCIS website on my account, and I got the approval letter, but it says with the DA approval with the work authorization. But on the website, it says that my work authorization is still pending.
Okay.
So how long does it take for my work authorization to be shipped out to my attorney in Los Angeles?
Well, again, right now it's very unpredictable. Some people are waiting 4 months, 6 months. Some people are waiting a year. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that in your case it shouldn't take too long. It doesn't seem like there's any complications there. You know what I mean? But it's very hard to predict right now because everybody has a different like a processing line.
Yes, that's where I'm confused because
Yeah.
I did get approval notice on the mail last Friday, and I'm like, wait a minute. So if it's approved, since both are since the medical deferred action was approved, then why is my
what was approved exactly?
It was. Let me read it to you. I have it right here.
No, but no. What I'm trying to say is, what was approved? Which case? Which petition?
It was for it was the 3G the biographic information for deferred action.
Oh, okay. Okay, but what was the main form that you filed? The main form.
G the number 325A.
Got it. And then you filed a work permit with it.
Yes.
Okay.
But my on the approval letter it says, and this is to advise you that effective 1/29/2026 you have been granted deferred action. So I've been granted deferred actions since the beginning of the year, but I got the approval.
Yeah.
On the 11th.
No, sometimes it's like that. They'll approve it and it will come later. But what you have to remember is that if you file the work permit separately, then it has a different processing times.
No, we filed it at the same time.
No, what I mean is that these are two separate applications, so they have two separate processing times. Okay. So hopefully it will be approved in a few months.
In a few months, okay. Yeah, because
Okay.
it says G 325A approval BA with EAD grants.
Yeah.
So it's just a waiting game, right?
Right now it is.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much.
Okay, of course. So once again, if you're watching this on TikTok, please share the live right now and follow my account. If you're here from the For You page the first time, I'm an immigration attorney. And if you want to, let me put here this thing. If you want to book a call with me, use the form at the bottom of the screen. It's specifically for our live viewers. This is Service Plus form, just for the people who are watching this on TikTok. Use it. And let's see here. Can 2-year green card holders travel? Absolutely. If you have a 2-year green card, you can travel as long as you don't have any criminal issues. You can travel. ICE agents who are at the airport right now, they're looking for two kinds of people. They're looking for people that are going through the immigration process, but they have some issues. Maybe you are going through a removal proceedings and you're pending, and so they will detain people as well. If you overstayed your visa and you're going through the green card process through marriage, you might be detained too. It depends on which airport you're at. It depends on which city you're at. Some cities have more strict policies about that. And of course, if you're completely undocumented, they will detain you. Today was the first day of ICE agents at airports. They were going loose everywhere. As I said, I don't know exactly what criteria they have to get people detained, but quite a few people were detained. There's a lot of, like I said, intimidation, more than actual detentions. It's people. There's a fear, and a lot of people canceled their flights that they already booked a long time ago, and they didn't go anywhere because of the ICE activity at the airports. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Ariel. I appreciate it. I'll once I finish the live, I will note your number, and I will talk tomorrow. We'll get to you. Don't worry. My situation was when I filed the petition of my husband. I was a green card holder, but now already updated my notice. Okay, so you should be okay. If USCIS rejects I-912 or fee waiver, doesn't mean that they reject the whole petition. They potentially will. Yeah. So, for example, if you don't apply for a fee waiver, they will reject the entire petition. Correct. Because they're not going to work on a case that you didn't pay for. Does it make sense? All right. Here it is. How are N400 and 751 interviews these days? I think I have a straightforward case. If you have a straightforward case, then they should go well. We just did a couple of them the other day. Essentially, the immigration will approve your case and you have 751, and they'll adjudicate your N400 at the same time, which is kind of like the goal here. So once again, guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, keep tapping the screen. Let's see more hearts. Share the live as well. I want to see more people seeing it. All right. Let's see who wants to join us on. Let's see here. Sergio.
Hello. Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Where are you from, and what is your question?
Yes, I'm calling from Tucson, Arizona.
Okay.
Yes, I have a question. I came in the state through the southern border since 2018.
Okay.
And I got my asylum approved in 2023. And I have not yet applied for my green card, and I already submitted the application for my family to renew with me, which they are here, and they will be 1 year in the state in May. with all this that is going on, I have friends that have submitted the application for the green card since 2 years.
Okay.
Some they haven't had any response. Then I got one that got a letter that he need to go for an interview next month in April. So in this case, what would you advise me to do? Should I, even though the case being on hold, should I go ahead and proceed with the applications, or what should I do?
So you said they called for an interview now?
There is one of my friends who have submitted his application 2 years ago. He was called for an interview next month, April. And then there is one, since he submitted, there has not been any response.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if the immigration calls for an interview, you have to go. It could be even a simple inquiry, or they want to check on where the case is. But absolutely, and once you go, you can check on the file, on what's going on with the file. But you should never not go to an interview if they call you.
Okay. And then for my case, what will you advise me? Should I proceed to apply, or should I wait?
Well, I mean, like I said, I have to get more background information about you. Like I said, maybe you can just send me a message.
Yes, as I was saying, I got granted asylum in 2023.
Yeah.
And I did not apply.
No, if you're eligible, you should apply. I don't know why you're waiting. Absolutely. If you're eligible, you should definitely apply.
Okay, regardless all these backlog that
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The backlog will always be there. You should apply so you can get in the line.
All right. So one last question. Are they going to consider all this time that have been going on? Because I know that I was eligible to apply since 2024. And
I mean,
we are in
you're not going to be able to get, your green card is going to be valid from when you're going to apply. It's not going to go back to the years when you didn't apply. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sooner you apply, the sooner it's better for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Jacob, and thank you for everything you're doing for us. All right.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too. Once again, guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, pinning down the Service Plus form. This is specifically for you guys who are watching this on the live. Use the form to get in touch with me from the live. I am an immigration attorney. I've been doing this for 22 years now. So yeah, take advantage of the live. You can where else can you meet an immigration attorney just like that on the internet? It's your opportunity to book a call. Use the form. This is Service Plus. It's a great service from TikTok. And for you guys who are watching this on YouTube, use the number I just pinned here, Facebook and Instagram. F400 decision is pending for extended review. Can you apply for I-90? Correct. Well, actually, you should look at the form that you submitted when you apply for the F400. Your green card might have been already extended for, I believe, 2 years. So before you apply for the I-90, just use that form as a temporary extension. But don't let the F400 be pending for too long. All right. So if you want to join the live on YouTube, use the link I just posted on the screen and let me know the questions. We have a lot of questions here. We have a question on Instagram. Thanks, Khan. About pending DACA. Can you travel now with this ICE in airports? So the answer is yes, you can travel. If you have a valid DACA, you should be able to travel. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Trying to get you guys in the order that I see you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Tell me, any updates from last week?
Nothing much.
So tell me, what's your question?
My question is, I came across a certain lawyer who gave information, but I was not sure about it. My scenario is I came as an asylee, 2018, applied for asylum, got it, applied for my children and wife, I-730. It was approved, sent to the embassy, but they are still waiting for the visa interview. Me, I applied for citizenship. No, a green card. Now I applied for citizenship, but he said if your family is still outside the country and you become a citizen, it cancels their. Maybe they can get approved, they can come to US, but they can't get green cards. That I didn't have to add just from asylee to green card to citizen.
Okay.
So my question is, if I become a citizen, I'm still waiting for the visa for the citizenship interview. If I become a citizen, will my family come join me and get green cards and become citizens too?
Eventually, yeah. Eventually. The thing is, you're going to have to sponsor them once you get your green card, but they'll be able to do it.
Okay. When I become a citizen, it's a different case that I have to show my income
Correct.
To sponsor them. Like they have to consider my income. Instead, for an asylee, they don't consider the income.
Yeah, but did you include them in your original case?
Yes, in my asylum case, they were there, and I applied for I-730 before I got a green card.
If you did that, then they should be able to get it through the asylum. You know what I mean? It really depends how you did it. I'm gonna have to look at the forms. If you did it correctly, they should be able to get it. Absolutely. Most people, they do it like the way you do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if you did it correctly, then your family should be able to get it.
Okay.
All right.
And they, when they come here, still they will get a green cards.
Exactly.
Even if I become
exactly.
And
as long as you guys started the process early and on, they should be fine.
And me becoming a citizen, if I become a citizen, can I go and claim for them direct to the embassy?
Yeah, of course. But remember, before you do that, check that their asylum, like follow to join, were done properly. Because some people don't do it correctly and then the government won't accept it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So maybe have an attorney review it for you to make sure it was done correctly. Okay. Before you become a citizen.
Okay.
Okay?
Understood.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. So let me see here on YouTube. We've got Wissam.
Hello, Jacob. How are you?
Hey, Wissam. How are you?
Good. I can't show up my camera because I'm doing something. Sorry about that. Just because
No worries.
I'm taking comfortable. But Jacob, finally, how you doing though?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Like you're stressed about the new. Sorry.
I said it was a hot week.
Yes, but finally it's cooled down.
Yeah, finally.
Finally, Jacob. So I apologize. I didn't get back to you, but because my priority date has become current. So as I told you, April 10th, 2017, I should be current on the F2B category, right? From Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, if it's current for if it's current for April, then yeah, you
yes. So it's current. Like now, I should file with NVC, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Jacob. Just because always I talk to my attorney. My attorney, she's busy in respect of her. However, I want to tell you that how much will for the for the affidavit support, the fee, the immigrant visa, all that. How much it costs for two people?
I think for prices, you should send me a message. So we have a special team member who is going to be able to help you with that.
Okay,
Um,
and Jacob, my attorney, she said that I can't adjust status United States because of, my parole has been expired, and there is no way that I can adjust status here.
I remember you mentioned it to me before. Yeah.
Yeah, is that safe? Like if I terminate my asylum case of my sister, she terminate her asylum case and she go overseas.
Well, again, if everything looks good in a sense that before you go, we know for sure you're going to come back, that there's going to be no denials or issues with it, then yes, like I said, because I haven't looked at your file, I'm
Right,
just telling you that in general terms, if
right.
you
But like
but
attorneys,
normally it should be fine. If everything looks good and you're able to do that, then yeah, of course.
yeah, like they when just only in the interview, like when they call me for the interview, I go for 3 months and come back, right?
Yeah, correct. If everything looks good and you have no issues to come back, which what I remember before we talked, you don't have any, then I think
Right.
you should be good.
Yes, thank you, Jacob. Jacob, I told you last time. This is my last questions. My NTA is defective. She told me is defective. What's mean NTA is defective?
It means that it wasn't either properly served, or they put the wrong name there. Usually when you serve somebody with a notice to appear, it has to have the correct reasons. It has to have everything there.
So that will lead me to be eligible for cancellation of removal.
Exactly. That's the reason in your case.
Like, but I have to have 10 years be in the United States and have a
Correct.
green card or citizen, all the blah blah of that, right?
Correct. You have to have a qualifying relative for
Okay.
that.
Okay, Jacob, is this your protection, just your protection, because of what happened in Middle East right now? Is there any way, or maybe Trump in the future, or the Homeland Security in the future, will allow people to adjust status in United States because of what's going on in the countries? Is
No,
this
it's
possible?
possible. I mean, honestly, it happened before with other countries. So, yeah, I think it's possible.
Perfect.
But
Hopefully.
we don't know. Let's see what happens. Maybe they will come up with an agreement. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, yes. So the war is going to be in. The pause will be lifted,
I hope so.
so we can all get that green card. You know what I feel? Sense of feeling, Jacob. I feel like he's going to speed up all the process. He's going to finish all the cases.
I mean, like I
That's
said,
what I feel.
I think after the summer we're gonna see an expedite processing to a lot of these files because I want to clear the backlogs. So I
Right?
agree
Yeah.
with you. I think it's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah. I've been predicting that too as well. Okay, Jacob. Thank you so much. Thank
All
you.
right.
You are so awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Bissam. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Um, N400 is there almost 15 months after the interview. My senator intervened. Zach, in your case, if any of you went to the N400 interview and your case is pending more than 120 days, in your case, 15 months, you should file a mandamus, Zach. Seriously, that's going to be a great case for mandamus. I'm excited to take it if you want. Send me a message right now because 15 months after the interview, nobody should be holding your file. You know what I mean? And you should realize that if you pass the interview and they don't release your file, you can sue them. You can sue the government, and then federal judge will release your file. So, Zach, please send me a message. All right, Zach, and I will be more than happy to help you. Okay. All right. Is it safe to travel inside the US if you have a green card and criminal conviction from David. So if you are inside the United States and you have any criminal issues, um, you should be able to travel, right? Because inside the United States, you're fine. You're not inadmissible. But the moment you leave the United States and you have a green card and you have any criminal things, thanks, Muhammad, appreciate it, then your options to come back are very limited. But inside the United States, even if you have any criminal issues, as a green card holder, you're fine. A lot of people are concerned about travel. I understand. Once again, if you're joining the live right now, my name is Jacob. I'm an immigration attorney based in California. Been doing this for 20 years. And today, ICE is actively showing presence in airports all over the country. And people are wondering, should we cancel our flights? A lot of clients already canceled their domestic flights. I had a client, they plan to do their wedding anniversary in Hawaii. They canceled because the client has an overstay. And he started a process right now, but he is overstayed. So obviously, if ICE detains him, he's done. So another client who is actually on DACA, but they had a lapse and they had to refile the DACA because they filed late. They also canceled the flight. They're worried about ICE agents detaining them at the airport. So this is yeah, I mean, it's a valid concern. I get it. But I'm curious to see you guys. Are you guys are worried about travel? Are you going to stop traveling inside the United States because of ICE? Is he eligible for DACA? I'm not sure who you're asking about, but clarify, please. Accepted green card papers in 2024. Green card waiting time was 16 months. Now it's 22. It's never end. Can I get my green card now waiting for 10 years? Again, it depends on what category you're applying, right? So every category has a different wait times. If you are not an immediate relative of a U.S. citizen, then you have to follow what the visa bulletin says, and those wait times will apply to you. But I do get it. I mean, I get people are frustrated. They have to wait for so long to get their paperwork. Stephanie says, "Can DACA get a U visa?" Yes. If you have DACA, you can also qualify for U visa. It's just another benefit. But U visas are taking a long time right now. All right, let's see who is waiting patiently here. All right. Let's see. We have a lot of people on Instagram right now. We've got Sefika. We've got Jenny. We've got Niha from Ben Country. Can I apply for citizenship and travel a few months later for vacation, or does it lengthen the process? It probably will lengthen the process. I wouldn't travel if I were you. I have a question for H-1B. If you're on level 3, what are the odds of getting the H-1B? Patel, it's pretty good. Who is exists? What's your name? I have DACA. Do you recommend me traveling nationally? I would say yes. Let's say yes. Once again, you're watching this on TikTok. Share the live so more people can see it. And all right. Let's see. All right. And once again, if you're watching this on TikTok and you want to get in touch, like Joey or Madeline, use the form that I just pinned. This is the best way for you guys to get in touch and have a consultation with me. So use the form. It's literally linked, just like Jerry just did, like Leah. It linked. It literally linked at the bottom here. And for you guys on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, the WhatsApp number is on the screen. Is the best way to get in touch with me. I'm a green card holder. My green card got expired next year, and I'm originally from Afghanistan. They will renew green card or not? Yes, absolutely. So if you're inside the United States, and even if you're from a banned country, you can still renew the green card because you're inside the United States. The ban only applies if you are abroad. But because you're in, then it doesn't apply to you. So you should be okay. Let's see here. Is now a good time to apply for citizenship with everything that's going on right now with ICE? I think, yeah. I think it is a good time to apply for citizenship because it is fast. And once you become a citizen, you're protected. So why wouldn't you apply? Thanks, Wissam. Appreciate you. You are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let's see, guys. Let's see more screen tapping on TikTok. I want to see, guys, more sharing. And the form to ask questions and book consultations is linked at the bottom of the screen. It's a Service Plus feature. Thanks, guys, for the hearts. Thank you, Mohammed, as well. Thank you, Haku. Thank you, Haku. Between the two of you guys, we are reaching the challenge. All right. Are K1 visas also being affected by these pauses? I don't think that K1 visas are being impacted, but we had clients that tried to come in here on a K visa and their cases were delayed as well. So I guess it's a hit and miss. All right. See. All right. Can your employer sponsor you working as a healthcare provider? This is from Yvonne. It's a great question, Yvonne. Absolutely. If your employer is in healthcare, like a hospital or a care facility, then they can absolutely sponsor. All right, let's see here. I have DACA and I'm from one of the banned countries. Is that going to affect the renewal time? No. Once again, remember, guys, if you're from a banned country, if you're inside the United States, you're protected. You can renew, you can change your status, you can apply for a new visa. But if you're outside the United States, then you won't be able to apply for a green card only. But you can still apply for a non-immigrant visa. The pause, it's only impacting green cards. It doesn't impact anything else. Which means that if you're able to come to the United States somehow, then you're eventually somehow you're hacking this pause in a way. Can I connect you? My employer told me to look for a lawyer to help me. Of course, Yvonne, absolutely. I'm be more than happy. We are working with a lot of employers. So for you, Yvonne, what I want you to do is send me a message on this number and try to get the agent who is getting the number to book a consultation between you and me and the employer. Okay. That is the best way to do it, Yvonne. All right. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you. And thanks for being on the live, guys. Um, the U visa time frame right now, guys, for U visas, it's taking about 7 years, unfortunately. Um, but Mango, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Carolina. I live in Nevada, but I'm from Colombia. And I had a question for you because I've been seeing a lot of attorneys talking about this, and it's the new checkbox in the tax return, asking about if you have been residing in the US for the past 6 months.
Correct.
And like my CPA missed that and it was not checked. And I wanted to ask if you think that can affect me because I'm waiting on the removal of conditions right now. So I don't know if that should be amended or if that.
No, it shouldn't be amended. What you want to do is when you have an interview, you can bring an explanation and say, at the time I wasn't aware that this box should be checked. It's an oversight of my CPA. As long as you address it in writing, you should be fine. I've seen actually interviews where USCIS officers were questioning this box, why the people didn't do it. But as long as you provide an explanation from your CPA, you should be okay.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So don't worry.
Okay, thank you so much. That was my question.
Remember, guys, right now, IRS and immigration are collaborating. So a lot of information that is in the tax returns could impact your green card. For example, let's say you do Uber and you file 1099, and then that is reflected on your Schedule C. Obviously, these 1099s are being reported also to immigration. And so if you don't report it, they will find you. So the best thing to do is just not to do it, right? Don't drive Uber if you're not allowed to work in the US, because that is the best proof they have against you. And they're using it in all kind of things, interviews and. So I wouldn't take a risk on that. Let's see. We have a question on Instagram here. Let's see here. How long does it take? This is a question from Erica on Instagram. How long does it take to get a green card through a parent, through a 21-year-old child for a parent? Assuming the parent entered legally, you're looking about a year. Okay. Receipt notice takes about a year for U visa, 7 years to get approved. Yeah, that's just the sad reality. Anyway, we are at the 1 hour mark on YouTube. That's usually how long our streams are there. We're still going to be a little bit here on TikTok. Do you need recommendation letters for EB2 NIW? Exceptional ability? Yes, you do. You do need recommendation letters for sure. At least 5. How long is the F2A taking right now? F2A, if you file inside the United States, you can immediately file and stay here, and you can also get a work permit. But the total green card itself is going to take about 2 years, just so you know. All right, guys, before we end the live stream on YouTube, I will share our WhatsApp number again. Anybody who's watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, text me right now from this number. This is for you guys. On TikTok, we have a different setup. Book your consultation while I'm still on the live, and be careful when you travel. If your status is questionable, right now is not a good time to go to the airport. ICE operations continue to expand, by the way. We know that as of Thursday, they're going to start also showing up at the actual, the area where TSA agents used to be, where they're checking your ID and all that. They will be there too, which is going to be interesting because they have no idea about how to to check that, but they will be there. So travel should be cautious. If you're a green card holder and you have any criminal convictions, do not travel outside the United States. Even if you were charged, even if you were not charged, you got to be careful as to what they're going to be asking you at the airport. I'm at EB3 unskilled. The rest of the world, any guess for next month, May and June? It is definitely going to advance more, but I can't tell you exactly how much. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next next Monday at around 5:10 p.m. Kind of trying to run between my consultations. 2 new videos are coming up on YouTube, dropping on Tuesday, I think, and Friday. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and follow me on Facebook and on Instagram so you don't miss any of our long form videos as well. All right, guys. See you next week. Appreciate you all. Thanks.